Everybody lock in. Everybody here. Everybody lock in. Bro said mustard. Hold up. I don't want to start eating until I get to the show. Come on out. Are you boys locked in ready? Holy shit. We got to get into it. FNAF final part. Final. How do you spell final part? Yeah, we seen this one. Is this the last one? Well, this is the finale, the game theory's finale. Oh, oh, oh. I gotta know, girl. Today's drink of choice, an Arizona macho something. Macho mango. I don't know if they changed the flavor to it though. My mouth was watering. Ooh. Everybody locked in? What we doing? Oh yeah, yeah. I came in super late. I said I gotta know. I gotta know. Wait a minute.
As Mike and Henry, figuratively and literally.
Hold up, wait a minute. Before we start all this, let me restart from the beginning, right? And then we put it on full screen TV. It's coming out straight out of the bat.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, and the final part of my FNAF timeline, where today we're bringing our story to a close by talking about the most complicated and controversial part of the timeline, the part that I've been dreading most of all, the end. The moment where we're finally forced to come to some definitive and difficult answers trying to explain what the heck we were watching in Security Breach. The last two episodes have been about death. The death of Afton's family, the deaths of multiple children, the death of the franchise itself as Mike and Henry figuratively and literally burn it all down. Today's episode, though, and the current end of this franchise, is instead all about rebirth, the return of old characters in new forms, and the controversial rebirth of a franchise entering the next era of its story. But before we hop into the timeline, due to scheduling conflicts, I won't be able to have any live talk back after this episode. I know, I promised one, I was really excited about it, but I just couldn't make it work with my schedule and all the other guests' schedules.
Not bad, bro.
That said, I still do plan on doing one over the coming weeks with special guests. Just make sure that you're subscribed and either have all notifications turned on, or you're just watching our community tab for the announcement as to when that's gonna happen. And now, without any further ado, we finally reach the end and a new beginning to our story. Fazbear Entertainment was dead.
There is no need for you to return to work next week, as Fazbear Entertainment
We've seen this already.
is no longer a corporate entity.
All debts had been paid, all assets redistributed. The company was outright dissolved. Even the memories of the horrors that had happened there started to fade away in the public consciousness. The people were gone too. William was dead. Henry was gone. A whole generation of young Emilys and Aftons
Holy
had
shit,
lost
we already
their
seen
lives
this.
to the horrors of the pizzeria. All of them collateral damage to the man in the bunny suit. Everyone the company had ever touched was dead and gone. Well, all except one.
Pay your child support, you deadbeats! I'm keeping.
Yeah, we've seen that part already. Okay, that's the entire. Where's the finale? Where's the ending of what I'm here to see? Was that the ending? Was that how it ends? There's no way, right? Who is this guy? Oh. Oh my god, is a new story that came out 4 months ago?
Secret of the Mimic is finally here, and it changes everything.
Okay.
Our understanding of the books, our understanding of the timeline,
Okay.
and our understanding of the characters we've come to know over the last 11 years. But as always, I'm here to pull an Afton, or an Edwin, as it turns out, and put it all back together. Hello,
Oh
Internet.
my God,
Welcome
no
to
way.
Game Theory, the show that's jaw has been hanging open like a badly made Chica costume ever since the release of FNAF's Secret of the Mimic. And I'm not alone in that feeling. Every single YouTuber has been completely sideswiped by this game. Chica!
What the hell is that?
We got Chica! Hey! Oh! Oh my God, there she is! That's insane. Why has it taken us all by surprise?
Dude, the graphics of the
besides
game
fact
went
the
that
game
good?
actually works, mostly. It also did something that is completely unheard
Did the graphics of the game really get this good? Because when I played FNAF 1, the graphics was okay, but now it looks like it's full studio on graphics.
of in a FNAF game. They actually gave us a story. And I don't mean the super cryptic kind that we have to spend years and years figuring out. I mean the
If I'm
kind
lagging,
that
I'm sorry.
actually helps
It's
us
not my-
move
it's my
forward
internet.
in this franchise.
That's
For
the
a long time,
Xfinity
the
for you, you
community
know?
has been frustrated with the lack of clarification out there for this series. It's been years of theory upon theory upon theory. And while we have come to certain agreements for parts of it, there are still massive sections of the lore that we haven't been able to agree on simply because there's never really been a solid foundation to jump off of. But now, after 11 years of this franchise, Secret of the Mimic came as the earliest entry in the FNAF timeline and said, guys, I got you. Giving us relatively clear breakdown.
So this whole time, Scott, the author or the creator of the FNAF series, was just playing with our ball sack. It's telling us like just like pulling strings all along. It didn't tell us nothing about it.
Of how the early years of Fazbear came to be, as well as throwing a bunch of hand cranks into the works that make us question everything we knew about this franchise. There's timelines that have been displaced, character personas completely shattered, and understandings of where the future of this franchise is going totally flipped on its head. And I intend to theorize about all of it in a 3-part series across the next month or so, focusing on the 3 main characters from this new game: the newcomer Edwin Murray and his family, the big bad Mimic, and, of course, Fazbear Entertainment, William Afton, and Henry. All of that will then be followed up with a live talk back with a bunch of other FNAF theorists to discuss the game, our differing theories, and generally just talking about the franchise that we've all enjoyed for so long. Dates for that are TBD right now, so make sure you're subscribed so that when I do announce it, you'll...
This is easily one of the best series of all time. Like Scott, the way he made this series needs a lot of credit because this right here, 11 years of keeping people in a mystery, keeping people on a certain lore. That's a talent that a lot don't have. He is a different level of like intelligence.
You'll be the first to know, and to make sure you don't miss all of the crazy theories leading up to it, because believe me, you don't want to miss them. There are some real bombshells in this game that I want to explore. But for now, let's start from the beginning. We jump into the game as a lowly mechanic working for the wonderful, as always, Fazbear Entertainment. Our name is Arnold, and we've just got off of a 36-hour shift, only to be called in for one last job to help recover some Fazbear assets from one of their...
That bro worked 36 hours straight. Holy damn, bro. Take a day off.
Contractors, Edwin Murray. Begrudgingly, we head to Murray's costume manor, only to discover the asset is a set of blueprints for a killer animatronic endoskeleton that can fit into any costume and learn the role of any character or person, the Mimic. We gain access to different areas of the facility by upgrading our data diver with different permissions, from basic to security, repair, all the way up to executive privileges, all while trying to outrun or outweight the Mimic.
Damn!
He's going for it.
Eventually, we get our hands on the blueprints, only to discover that it wasn't Fazbear talking to us through dispatch. It was the Mimic pretending to be them to get their hands on the data diver. This leads to where we either escape and get killed by the Mimic, we escape and get killed by the Mimic, or we fix the Mimic and then just stand there watching it sleep. Now, these guys deserve an episode of their own because whichever one is canon could have massive implications that I just don't have time to get into right now. Instead, let's turn our attention to the stuff we can discover during the game, and the first of our big 3 characters, Edwin Murray. If you're a longtime viewer of this channel, or you're one of the people who understands my pain and has actually read the books, then that name isn't anything new. Edwin Murray...
I'm sorry, there's a reason why I'm watching the video and not reading the book, because if I have to read the book, I'm not doing it. I just have to say I am not doing it. I don't care.
is a character that we were introduced to in both the storyteller and the mimic from the Tales from the Peterplex series. His company was bought out by Fazbear. He created the mimic to babysit his son David, but his son tragically died. And because the mimic kept mimicking his dead son, he beat the thing up, teaching it violence, and then showed up 40 years later trying to stop it. However, when
What the hell?
The mimic's creative director Evan Lampe said to Dorco,
"If you've read the books, you don't know the full story."
he wasn't kidding. The story of Edwin goes so much deeper and is so much more tragic than we could have ever realized. As
Fill me in then.
explores Murray's costume manor, we can find audio recordings and mailboxes containing digital text logs that give us the real story of what happened to this place. It was originally owned by Edwin's father, who we'll call Murray Sr.
Sr.
Edwin Murray works for him.
Edwin Murray. This is my dad's place.
You know, because nepotism. But Edwin is the quirky inventor type, and to test out his new voice recorder creation, he seeks out one of the new employees and former puppeteers.
Excuse me, can I borrow your voice for a project?
What for? I don't even know you. I'm brand new here. Let's start again.
Let's start again for
Murray
real.
Sr. then passes away and leaves the whole thing to Edwin, who rebrands everything to bring his wacky inventions to life.
Maybe rebrand? We could start making some of my inventions for real.
Yo, this
Together with
drink top
Fiona,
tier.
They invent a bunch of wild tech, like a coffee machine that can learn your coffee preferences to make the perfect cup, a coat hanger that can adjust to any size you need, and
I like
an
that.
adorable vacuum cleaner. Oh, just look at him with his tiny little brooms.
Okay,
and his
that's
little
cute, that's
dumpy
cute,
cape.
that's
Alongside
cute.
this, he is also making a bunch of costumes, which I suppose makes sense given that's the name
Okay.
of the business. But the characters we see are
What is
interesting
this?
if you're a FNAF fan.
This is a game theory of a game that FNAF. It breaks down every single lore possible, right? It breaks down every single lore possible because we don't know where the lore is heading to. You know what I mean? It's probably like one of the most in-depth lore stories you will ever hear in your life. It's so deep that it's like a whole rabbit hole. You know what I mean? There's so many theories and so many possibilities of things that can happen or has happened that is correct and isn't correct. This is mind blowing.
We see a handful of characters that you might recognize, like
Top tier
pirate
game.
and cowgirl Roxy, Hillbilly
Oh,
Monty,
yeah,
a puppet
yeah.
pirate Foxy,
Fuck
and
you,
the
Foxy.
big one, a rollerblading costume of Chica.
Chica, I'm a fan.
That's freaking Chica.
Let's party.
She really was the first, wasn't she? But besides Chica, who
That
Edwin
is
and Fiona
terrifying,
were
bruh.
specifically hired to make for a client, Chica's Party World. Yes, that Chica's Party World. All of these other characters were rentable or purchasable from
Some
Murray's
randoms we don't
costume
care about,
manor,
yep.
meaning Edwin owned these characters. They weren't originally Fazbear's. However,
word.
Fazbear was around as another one of Edwin's clients, taking interest in his technological genius, even to the point where Edwin refers to Henry as simply Hen in the audio logs, presumably because they have a level of familiarity and friendship thanks to their shared technological
Aww.
creativity.
I got the change order from Hen last night. They don't think of me as a friend anymore.
But the real tragedy
Damn, bro,
of Edwin
relax,
comes from
Edwin.
when we look at his family. I've mentioned his wife Fiona, but he also has a son named David, just like he did in the Tales.
Isn't Fiona Shrek's wife? Or am I tripping? I haven't watched Shrek the movie yet, but I feel like that's his wife, right? The Shrek wife, Fiona, is that her?
From the Peterplex book series. Unlike that series, though, Fiona doesn't die in childbirth. She's
Damn.
still around during David's early years.
Alright.
Until she tragically passes away, leaving
Damn.
Edwin to run the business.
Does
and
everybody
raise
just
David
die in this
all on
story?
his own, leading Edwin to come up with the only logical solution: build an animatronic that can babysit David. Obviously,
Damn.
he creates
Smart.
the M1 mimic. But something strange happens. It
Like
begins
what?
to not just look after David, but mimic Edwin's dead wife, Fiona. The family is
That's
together
crazy.
until it's not. One day, David dies outside the facility, leaving Edwin completely devastated. At the same time, the business is completely crumbling around him. But
Oh my
M1
God.
Fiona has a solution. Make
What is the
another
solution?
one of her.
Edwin, you can't put it off any longer. You need to try again. Build another.
Make another
another.
mimic that would now mimic David so that they could be together again. Edwin
Dude.
isn't convinced at first, but eventually he gives in. He takes M1 out of the endoskeleton, copies the program, and creates M2, putting the
Isn't M1 and M2 just a MacBook processor? Am I tripping?
new program into the endoskeleton. And it works. M2
Damn,
begins
Edwin's a
acting
genius.
like David. But it's too much for Edwin to handle, and he snaps, beating the animatronic, breaking its legs, and teaching it the valuable lesson of violence that Arnold now gets to experience firsthand. With that failure under
Edwin,
and the
relax,
business still
bruh.
struggling, Edwin locks himself away with his final Fazbear project, a restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. But M2 has other plans. It destroys the house, and Edwin is never seen or heard from again. It's a really
Stay home.
sad ending, but you see
What does that
I mean
mean?
about how it upends a lot.
How do I
of
even
what
say
we
your
thought
name,
we
bruh?
knew. We've got characters we thought were Fazbears now created by someone else. We've got a wildly different setup to Edwin and his family than we saw in the books, and this is just the top.
Bro, this is not the real Fiona, right? Am I tripping? This does not look like Shrek's wife.
Level stuff that's been given to us on a plate. The more you dig into these things, the more things begin to change and shift our understanding of the entire franchise.
Fill me in.
We've got some time, so let's keep things simple for now. We've been
All right.
given a bunch of information about Edwin, his family, and his company. But what is the timeline of these events? This is FNAF after all. Timelines are a staple for FNAF theorists everywhere. And I don't just mean a vague order of events. I mean cold, hard dates.
All right.
As you might expect, this game is pretty careful to leave those sorts of details hidden, only giving us months or days for dates at best. They even block out years so we can't place exact details. But when has that ever stopped us before? Let's start with the very first teaser for this game. In it, we saw the number 1979 showing up on a film reel, giving us a pretty good indication that that was when this game would take place. And once we boot up the game, that does seem to still be the case. In Arnold's van, we come across his work order to collect an endoskeleton from Murray's Costume Manor. The job he is literally on. That work order contains both an issue date and a signing date, which both end up being the same date, September 7th, 1979. I suppose that means that the mimic not only faked Dispatch's voice, but also sent a fake work order? And wait, does that mean that Arnold has a fax machine hidden in this van? What other mysteries does this van hold? Oh, Arnold, you teasing enigma.
This guy Arnold, right? He got lured into the place just to get trapped in there. I don't know what was what is the whole objective of him being there? You know what I mean? Like if I was a mimic, bro, I would be just doing hella shit, bro. I'd be doing backflips, front flips off the buildings, on top of the buildings, fixing a window if I had to. You know what I mean? Like what is the point?
So, okay, we have the end of our timeline for this game, but as I've kind of already mentioned, that's like the least interesting part of this game's story. We're really here for the Edwin Murray drama. But don't worry, I think we can figure that one out too, thanks to FNAF's longest running trope, dead kids. Well, kid, specifically his son, David Murray. Wait, you're not David Murray, you're Jafufu, the newest S-rank agent from today's sponsor, Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero is a hugely popular action RPG set in a futuristic post-apocalyptic world with jump scares and animalities.
Are we doing ads?
Zero's new to the game, you can claim even more. Increase your chances of
okay, buddy.
Download the game today.
Guys, I don't care how big I ever get in life, I will never place an ad in my YouTube videos. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person that will never do something like this. The only advertisement I will do is advertisement of the things that I like personally. I guarantee you they don't play this weak ass game. Do you know what I mean? I don't think nobody ever plays this kind of weak ass game. You know what I mean? Am I tripping? Oh, it's my brain IQ and high.
For free. It's available on PC, PS5, and Xbox, so whatever your platform, you can claim those awesome rewards. Thanks again to Zenless Zone Zero for sponsoring this video, but now I really gotta tell you about the timeline of David Murray. At the end of the game, you're given a choice. Either give the data diver back or execute something called parachute.exe. This opens up a hatch in the floor leading to the R&D department and the Murray's house that's on top of the hill near the factory. While trying to avoid M2, you you can come across 5 film reels showing some good old-fashioned Murray family home video for David's birthdays. The first is a little
Shout out, David.
eventful. He gets scared by a new Pirate Roxy puppet and is given his iconic white tiger plushie. The second,
That's a
Edwin
nice
misses
plushie.
because he's too busy working. The third, Edwin breaks the news to David that Mummy isn't coming back. By the fourth, we see Edwin give David his slide that we see out the front of Murray's costume manor, with the robotic voice of
Obi.
Fiona coming from off screen. And then finally, we get number 5, where we see Fiona in all her mimicky animatronic glory. She made a cake for David's
Wow.
birthday and is asked to go outside and collect David before the party gets started. And
Okay.
it's the last video that is crucial to solving this mystery. When M1 Fiona presents her cake, we can see the room she's in, and it's not the Murray's family home like all the others. This is
Okay.
actually an office inside Murray's costume manor. And we
Ain't
know
no
that if
way.
you're willing to spend a lot of time avoiding rollerblading, Chica, you actually get to see this room firsthand, complete with all the same decorations.
My God.
The place looks abandoned. The food
That's crazy. What did I just run into? Bro, Fiona, the mimic has to be top tier. Top tier.
food has been there a while, now all molded over. And we find out why thanks to the text logs that we have to collect to figure out the password for this room. On December 1st, Edwin sends out a work memo telling the workers that they need to be here on Saturday for David's party. Then there's a bunch of more light-hearted, jokey messages between the other employees about the room code, but on the 6th, the tone shifts. A message tells everyone that the party has been cancelled due to recent tragic events. With the state of the room, the notices we find about not bringing children to work, and the fact that the playground Edwin refers to must be the play park he got David for one of his birthdays, the one near the loading bay, the one he was warned would be too dangerous to have a kid near.
Look, I get your concern. I do. But they're all just grounded. This is the perfect spot for David's playground.
It all adds up to this being the day that David died. On Saturday, December 6th,
Can we get a RIP David? That is crazy.
everyone was there, gathered together just like Edwin had asked, only for M1 to go down to find David and report him dead.
Okay, everyone hide. Fiona, go get him.
Saturday was the day of the party, and that cancellation message was sent out the same day. December 6th was only on a Saturday once in the 1970s. 1975. Now, given we have 5 film reels, you'd assume that would make this David's 5th birthday, and so his date of birth would be December 6th, 1970. However, I'm not entirely sure that's the case. Firstly, the achievement you get for entering David's party room is called Belated Birthday, and the icon is of a birthday cake with not 5 candles, but 6. And I think we all know that when you're a kid, the number of candles on your cake matters big time.
It does,
I guess
it does.
just like content creators, we all like seeing number go up. There's also the matter of the collectibles scattered throughout MCM. By gathering them all, you can boot up a minigame on the computers known as moon.exe. This thing is full of interesting details.
How in the hell did Edwin figure all this out? Not Edwin. How did he figure it out? How did he know to make something so sophisticated in the 1970s? You know, that's kind of crazy. Edwin and Hans, like, their IQ must be on top of the charts. Like Steve Jobs type shit. Einstein levels
that we will 100% be exploring in the future, but the detail that's interesting right now is the collectible called the Fall Fest Snow Globe. When you find it again inside moon.exe, you can give it a shake, and we're given this description. Opening day snow globe, a wonderful day with all of us at Fall Fest. It's worth noting that right behind this snow globe is a statue of a married couple. The man wears a bow tie, which is something we see associated with Edwin throughout the game. I mean, just look at the guy's logo. He loves bow ties.
He does.
It's supposed to be Edwin and Fiona, and so this line about Fall Fest is tied to them. But the use of the word all here is telling. If it was just supposed to be Edwin and Fiona, it would have just said both of us or the two of us. But all implies a group, i.e. David is also present. Thanks to 1 the earliest Fall Fest we know about happened in 1970. So for this to be a big opening day to the point where Fazbear creates a special snow globe, it's likely that it's that year being referenced, 1970. And if Scott cares at all about giving this series any kind of logical consistency, Fall Fest would likely have to happen in the autumn.
What?
Fine fall. With David's birthday being established as December 6th, it would be physically impossible for him to also be here on the opening day of Fall Fest in
Okay,
1970 because he
okay.
wouldn't have been born for another couple of months. So
Facts.
he'd have to have been born at least a year earlier, making him at minimum 6. But then why only show us 5?
Oh my god, is this shit not braining? Like my brain is like getting so much of this like lore inside of my brain cells that my brain cells is like it's like doing circles right now. Holy shit. I don't know if brain cells can do circles, but like it's doing something up there.
Videos. What happened to the missing birthday? Well, we
Facts.
already know that Edwin is too busy to focus on his kid, hence he made the mimic in the first place. Would it be out of the realm of possibility that he was so busy he didn't even celebrate one of his kids' birthdays? The game
Fucked
certainly
up.
seems to think so, because inside the Storytime showroom you can find David's little den with all of his drawings on the wall, and one of them depicts a birthday with David surrounded not by family but by characters, and he has a cake with 4 candles on it. Up until now, David's parties have always been at his house, surrounded by family, not by characters. We never see a video of him having a birthday surrounded by characters, which implies that this is a birthday not caught on camera. Edwin missed his son's 4th birthday.
That's
He was so
fucked
busy
up,
trying to
Edwin.
save the company and possibly even building M1 that he got his staff to dress up as characters and look after him instead. Then, a year later, David gets his big slide and suddenly M1 Fiona exists to take care of David. This puts David's 6th birthday in 1975, and therefore his date of birth is actually December 6th, 1969. Nice. From here, we can actually
That's a good
extrapolate
year.
a few other dates and start
That's a
to
beautiful
put things
year.
into a rough timeline. We never get exact ages for Edwin and Fiona, but we do know that David was their first and only child. In the late 60s and early 70s, the average age of first-time parents was 21.4 years
Damn.
old. And looking at marriages in the late 1960s, the average man was 23, while the average woman was about 20 when they got
Wow,
married.
that's a
If
good- that's
Fiona
kinda-
was
that's
following
ki-
these
that's
averages,
kinda
that
nice.
would mean they pretty much had David just over a year after getting married, putting their wedding in 1968. On top of that, the average length of an engagement
Dang, they got straight to being busy. Holy shit. They waited 1 year to make a baby. The same year they got married is the same year they started making love. This boy was nasty.
for a couple in the 1960s was around just 3 to 6 months, with the ideal scenario being a fall engagement with a spring or summer wedding, and most would only have been dating for 6 months prior to that. So Fiona and Edwin most likely would have gotten engaged in the fall of 1967 and probably only started dating earlier that year. But as I've already told you, this relationship ends far too prematurely. One of the audio logs we find throughout the facility is a voice recording left by Fiona to Edwin explaining that she needs to go to one of their clients' events to make sure nothing goes wrong.
I have to go help the Fall Fest crew. I just have this terrible feeling like I need to be there so nothing goes wrong.
Now, remember that part of Moon.exe I mentioned earlier that shows us the married couple? The one representing Edwin and Fiona with the Fall Fest snow globe at their feet? Well, the woman's statue is described as being burnt and blackened. There's also a stall nearby that focuses on sewing materials, like a stand for someone who was maybe there to help with costumes and puppeteering, similar to what we know Fiona was capable of. That stand is also completely burnt down and destroyed. Putting all of that together, it clearly tells us that the event Fiona went to was Fall Fest, the Fazbear Carnival we've been theorizing about for so long. And just as we've been predicting, it absolutely did end in fire, taking Fiona's life with it. Edwin breaks this news to David on his 3rd birthday, and as we've established,
She burned to death? Fiona, that's not it's not a great way to die, low key. That kind of sounds like it hurts. Am I tripping? That's kind of crazy.
Fest should happen in the fall just before that. So that puts Fiona's death sometime between September and November 1972. M2. So right now, our timeline looks like this. Edwin and Fiona start dating in early 1967. They then get engaged in the fall of that year, which I'm now only just realizing might explain why they're in wedding outfits in Moon.exe. They're next to the Fall Fest snow globe. It's the same time of year, almost as if they're going to Fall Fest like some kind of anniversary celebration. Anyway, they get married in 1968 and have David in 1969. A few years passed, and in the fall of 1972, Fiona goes to Fall Fest and dies in a fire. Edwin then creates the Mimic over the next couple of years. But on the day of David's 6th birthday in 1975, David dies outside the facility. Edwin falls into a pit of despair. He tries to bring back David as M2, but gets angry, beats it up, and disappears, leaving M2 to roam the facility and Fazbear to grow impatient with Edwin's lack of deliverables, and so they send in Arnold to take what is theirs in September 1979. But there is one more date we're able to track thanks to all of this: the death of Murray Sr. Now, look, I know he may not seem like an important character in all of this. Let's be honest, he's kind of a footnote in the whole game. We only see his portrait a couple of times, and we only get 2 audio logs even mentioning him. But those 2 audio logs reveal a lot, not only about when he died, but also the final order of events for Murray's costume manor, and an interesting detail about our favorite singing bear company. In the audio log where we learn about Murray Sr.'s passing, it's a conversation between Edwin and Fiona, so they do have to have at least met at this point. Plus, they seem quite close.
The company is going to collapse and they're all going to hate me.
Ed, you'll figure it out. Just take
Come on,
a
Ed.
deep breath. It's
Yeah,
your
for real.
company
Take a
now.
chill
Your dad
break.
believed in you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left it to you.
She's being
Facts.
encouraging in the way that a supportive partner would and should. So they're most
Facts,
likely
facts.
at least dating when he passes. But the real key comes from when you backtrack through the entire game to find this specific Mr. Helpful. I mentioned earlier how we get new permissions for our data diver throughout the game to access new areas. Well, that isn't the only thing you get to access. The Mr. and Mrs. Helpfuls throughout the facility also have different responses depending on the staff level that is talking to them. If you go back and find them all once you get executive level access, we actually start to hear messages recorded by Edwin or Fiona directly addressing one another. And this one right here is very interesting indeed.
I've got something very important to ask you. Okay, here goes. You become the heart of this company, and I want to share it with you. And you're also really pretty, like asymmetrical pretty. So, will you marry me, please?
Yes, it's very nerdy and very
Hey, W Riz, bruh. The asymmetrical. I mean, I guess it's a good Riz, right?
just like how I proposed. The point is, during Edwin's awkward ramblings, he says this line:
You become the heart of this company.
You are the heart of the company. When they met, she was just a new employee. There's no way she would be that instrumental to the company and its quote-unquote heart. However, once Murray Sr. passed on and Edwin was left in charge, Fiona became his main collaborator. She is the one who cared for the employees and the company while Edwin was
W Fiona, W
crazy
Fiona.
inventions. We can even hear her concern during the pre-recorded elevator repair tapes.
Please follow the instructions to reset the elevator. Sounds scary.
It feels like she's reading a script and she's kind of concerned about what she's reading.
It's only once Edwin takes over that Fiona has the opportunity to fill the position as the heart of the company. And also, I mean, this recording is on a helpful. One of the things that Edwin would only have been able to install fully once he'd taken over.
Could start making some of my inventions for real.
All of that to say that Murray Sr. died sometime between Edwin and Fiona dating and them getting engaged, placing it sometime in 1967. And that's an important detail because while it seems early in most timelines for this franchise, Murray Sr. appears to have some kind of connection with Fazbear Entertainment, even before he passes and hands the company over to Edwin. In a number of the audio logs you can find later on in the game, it becomes very clear that Edwin is getting a little bit paranoid.
Edwin, never forget, they're behind it. Don't trust them. Never tell them they want to destroy you. Dad was right.
Now, you may be asking,
damn,
bro,
bruh.
them and what
Who
is
them
supposed to be telling them? Well, through another couple of audio and text logs, both of those answers become quite easy to figure out. In literally the next audio log you can obtain, Edwin tells us that there's a leak in the company.
I figured it out. There's a leak. Someone told them about M2. Well, they can't have it.
M2, the brand new mimic that can adjust to any costume and mimic any character or person, person is what's being leaked. And with that in mind, the they becomes even easier to figure out. A bunch of the text logs have a consistent running theme. Working for Murray's Costume Manor sucks. They want out.
One more injury and I'm out of here. I mean it this time. Barb, I swear, if I hear that song one more time, I'm going to tear that dolly off her hinges. I have no clue how much longer I can take it here.
Some of them leave on their own accord, while others are being poached by a rival company.
We're almost there. I need the rest of the Murray staff contact info. The sooner the better. You get that for me, and I can sweeten the deal. How would you like to manage one of the new franchise locations? W.A.
That's right, good old Willie A is here, and he's as evil a businessman as we always thought. Fazbear is actively stealing not just employees, but their business secrets. So it's Fazbear that is, quote, behind it. They are the ones who want to destroy Edwin, and he is reminding himself to not let them have the Mimic program. But do you remember the last thing?
Oh my god, William is really just that guy. Oh my god. William could be his own like villain. Like if he was in a movie, he'd be like the greatest villain of all time. Oh my god.
He said, Dad was right. Dad was right. This mini paranoid speech is all about how Fazbear isn't to be trusted. And those words of advice came from Edwin's father. How? Because clearly, Murray Sr. knew about Fazbear, Afton, and all of their shady business practices. Either because Murray Sr. was already in business with them prior to his death, or simply because MCM had been around for a while, and so he'd have likely seen how they operated and how small businesses they were working with suddenly disappeared. And so he made sure to warn his son about them. We all knew that Fazbear had been around a lot longer than we thought with the introduction of the 1970s Fall Fest poster in Help Wanted 2, but now it seems that they go back even further. Sure, it's only a few more years on paper, but just like everything in this game, we're being shown that we can't strictly rely on what we think we know as definitive. If we thought this prequel destroyed our understanding of the franchise, just wait until we learn about what was going on before all of this. First, it's a few more years into the 1960s, but who knows how far back it goes. Maybe Matt and I weren't so far off with the whole singing bear in the 1930s. But hey, that's just a theory.
No, holy shit.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's deep.
On Game Theory. I have solved the ending of
That's deep.
Playtime.
That's deep. Holy shit. Hold up, before I forget something. Hold up.
Sun and Moon are the key to solving the Mimic. We always knew that these...
Dude, the amount of... Oh, God. The amount of lore behind this story and this, like, franchise is, like, incredible. I wonder if Scott even knows, like, what the next plans are. Like, did the people figure it out already? You know what I mean? They spelled bad. I wonder if the people already figured out, like, what the next objective is and shit like that. You know? Because, holy shit. How do you spell this? Year. Before I go. Before. Would you tell me before I go? Oh, yeah, yeah. Before I go. I don't know what I'm listening to, but it sounds fire. No, I don't want to go here. Where is that guy's website at? Before I go, let me know. Excuse me. Where is this guy's most recent post? Dude, why is technology so hard? Where is your Nope, nope, nope. This is no, that's so old. Why is this recently not posting his most recent stuff? Prototype. Where's his Discord at? I don't even have Discord on. I think I'm under. I think I'm low. Whoa. Wow, what the hell? Why is the price up? A lucky day. Prototype. Why is Twitter not opened up for me? Do I not have Twitter? I think I'm in love. Yep. Here. I think I'm in love. Why is this song kind of freaky? Oh my goodness gracious. Think I'm in love again. This song's trash. Wait, did he even post this? There's something about you. Uh huh. Uh huh. What is this? Is he is on his web? All right, is on his website. Big fat booty. Why is his website so huge? Uh huh. Uh huh. What's his website even called? Is it tools dot? All right, tools dot. Uh-huh. Run the race, submit your card profile report problems of working with setup. Tremendous in a power shell. I bet. Aha, aha. CPU. Aim 3.1, 1.4. Where is this one at though? Chipset 3.2, CPU 3.1 to host. Input latency v3, USB direct best. How do we find it though? I see. Extra latency. Hold up, I put in the worst spot. X. Legit. How am I supposed to use this? Uh-huh. uh, where is this at? CPU chipset extra latency. All right, holy shit! I went to the biggest struggles in the world. Papa. This song kind of fire though. Oh my goodness gracious! This whole time I was playing with a Nerf controller. Oh my goodness gracious! Let's get this straight to Call of Duty. Mmm. Look. Shout out to the bro. Arrest you. I might be a legend in the making with this. Holy shit! How many times I gotta reset? Yo, shout out to Arizona. To the roof. Let's repeat the song. Lost somebody. Oh my god. La, 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 la. The grandmothers. Okay. Missed you. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Face to face. Oh my god, nobody's locked in right now. Am I the only one locked in right now? Am I the only one grinding? Say ah. Holy shit. Together. Together. Bro, you tell me you gotta tuck somebody in at night? That's crazy work. Forever. Wow, that feels instant. 85 ping? Bro, can I have one regular game? Every single time I play this game, it's like I just can't have a break. Let me just please have one day of a good pink game. Please leave me alone. Noose. That guy's name is Noose. You dolphin dived on me like that? I bet. This is the type of disrespect I'm getting now. After all I've done for you, bruh. You jumping out the top rolls to do 360 diving? Bye-bye. I wish. I don't know. I might do a 24-hour stream today. Oh my god, 150 ping. Oh, Xfinity, please just give me a break. I just can't catch a break with Xfinity. Come on, baby. Oh, why am I getting LMG?
Fire solution was bad. Missed. Enemy UAV is online.
Thank you for your gun, bro.
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
Bro, I'm lagging, man. I'm sorry, man. Please, I'm sorry, man. I'm lagging. Iridescent?
Precision airstrike standing by.
Alright, bet. Bro, please. Balloon boy, please. I have a high ping game, please. I just can't do nothing with it, please. None of my shots are connecting. Please don't disrespect me. All I'm doing is playing the best I can. Oh, I see you on the left side. Oh.
Gas moving. Enemy dropping.
Oh my god, you're a nasty man. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm... Ah! Why am I across the map? With my luck, I'm gonna die right here. Oh, you got that, bro. Hey. Hey, my bad for playing your game, bro.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound.
You're gonna die. Dude, what is wrong with you? Oh, you brought me a loadout? Bro, you didn't have to.
Enemy thermal incoming.
You didn't have to, brother. This guy, I love this guy. Why would you do that? Dude, what are we doing, please? Let's have a chill pill, brother. Just like, it's cool to just like calm it down sometimes, man. You're easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, imagine if I wasn't lagging, how many kills I can be dropping right now.
Enemies are dropping into the sky.
Hey, thank you for your loot, bro. I guess. Do I not have a gas mask? Do I not have a gas mask? Oh my lord, please. Did I not have a gas mask this whole fucking time? There's a guy here, I guarantee you there's a guy watching the loadout. I'm lagging. Thank you, thank you. A 100%.
Hostile UAV in the area. UAV overhead.
Yeah, you got that, bro.
LDBR ready for launch.
16 rounds out.
Dude, this guy is disgusting. Am I getting hit with my own thing? Ooh, well, of course. Did he precision us? Did he just precision me or somebody else?
Hostile UAV in the area.
How did I kill him? I don't even know. Is there another person here? I don't even know no more.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Fire sales over. Just in pricing. Enemy UAV.
I thank you for that, bro. I appreciate you big. Oh my god, where? I see where you at, bro.
No longer active.
I'm lagging. I'm lagging. You still lost that, brother? 113 ping right now, bro. You still lost that? Damn.
Enemy UAV is online.
100% I'm gonna get sniped. So let me get this.
Enemy advanced UAV is active.
It's almost like guarantee I'm gonna get sniped every game.
10. Win this thing.
At least about 1 or 2 people.
Losing ground. Moving.
Oh, what is this gun? Actually, let me grab this real quick. I don't really need the XP, but fuck it.
During contract timeline.
Silent flashbang.
That's not my bounty? Where's my bounty at, bruh? Is he above me?
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
Kobe.
Gas is inbound.
Kobe. Are you dead, bruh? Oh, I just died to this guy.
Only 10 were left.
Dude.
The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
Oh my god. I've been having the most unfortunate advance possible. Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute, buddy. User, were you cheating, bruh? Hold on. Wait a minute, buddy. Nah, that's not you. Jiggy. Oh, he got sniped. You got cooked. I think me and him were probably the best players in the lobby. Now here we go. Another 40-minute wait time for a game. Come on, hit your shots, bro. What am I missing shots for, man? Oh, this song's kind of fire too. Feels all right. Are you full? Nah, bro. I was just by myself. I'm playing solos right now. What's up, Gangy? You like Dr. Pepper? I mean, it's all right, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and Dr. Pepper have a history, bro. You know, back in the day, I used to think he used to get me better. I used to drink him because I was sick. I was like, maybe I'm gonna get better. Big lies. Mr. Lord, you like this, bro? It's a demon song. Is this the right song? I think. I got in the game. I literally just got in the game, and it's been like what 10 minutes. Oh, that game is spoiling me now. Come on, baby. I like the song. These are all the demons love this shit. To the roof. So right. Okay, okay. Next demon. To the roof. Yeah. I can't believe he was missing those. Mr. Spanking, Dr. Spanking. Me and my doctor had a fight before. I was born, he spanked me. I said, bro, what are you doing? Lock in, bro. That's not the type of man I am. As a newborn baby, I said that to him, by the way. No doctor's gonna spank me in the butt cheek. I expect no repercussions. Who do I look like to you, bruh? Come on now, I don't respect my own shit. No, I don't. Pause. Yeah. Next to my to the roof. Come on, baby. And wise man once said, if you don't sleep, you're awake. Words of the wise. Oh, Dr. Spanking, is that you? Hey, 121 ping. I hope you know you didn't. I hope you didn't kill me because you thought you were better than me. I really hope you don't think you killed me because you're better than me. If you can see my latency, the moment you killed me, my latency was up to 300 almost. You know what I mean? I feel like some of these players think they're better. But you can't be better than somebody who has 100,000 ping. This is somebody's actual class setup? This? I'm ready to take this. He's throwing shock charges down? That's a nasty man. Now you got that, bro.
Loadout drop headed your way. That's closing in.
That's a nasty man. Yo, there's no point of you playing like that, bro. Just play with your ass out, chest up. All right, buddy?
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy soldier incoming.
No way he came back, right? Woo! That boy was a different breed. Come on now, baby.
Friendly loadout drops on the
That's
way.
a different breed of humans. You got that, bro. I don't want to kill you right now.
UAV in the area.
don't want to kill that guy either. I need you in the game, bro. I need you in the game for a little longer, bro. Is he all the way above me? Toby. Toby. Oh, you got that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't want to play your game. You might be the best player in the lobby, bro. I can't play those type of games. That guy's a disgusting man. That's a disgusting man. Ooh. Oh, you got that, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Enemy soldier incoming.
That is disgusting. Like, if I were to play like that, I swear I wouldn't want to be a person living on this green earth or something like that. Why would you? Why does everybody land here? Dude, you are... Bro, I am trying to help you, bro. You know what? Just because you did that... You are such a little rat. That's not even the guy that I was trying to kill.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
That'd be a crazy kill, right? Oh, please. What? He come down? No, he didn't. There's no way he came down, right? He's just scared to come down. That's a player? What does he do? A no-kill game? Disgusting. Imagine if I played like that. Dude, no way he lands back, right? Come on out, buddy. Yeah, don't play like that again, bro. I'll run this shit.
Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
I wonder if he just... I don't know what he's gonna do with his life now.
Enemy line. This is the air tape. You've made it to the top floor.
Savage? 21, 21, 21 Savage? Was that you?
Be advised, enemy visual on the mine station.
Oh, you got that, bro. Where's this guy at? I have to get you guys out of here. Anybody with ghosts, you gotta get out of here. Damn, how the hell did you heal up so fast? Why am I lagging at the most unfortunate time? Are they teaming? What are we doing? Why are we in the same spot not doing shit? They are teaming, are they? Oh. He left the game? Or you don't even give me the satisfaction of winning the game? You had to... Dude, that is disgusting.
You've got gas moving in.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
Wow.
You're in the top three. Don't let up now.
I wonder what the other guy's doing on the other side.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I'm dead. Oh my god.
You're in the last two. Now finish this.
Dude, that is crazy. Oh, hold up. I didn't even kind of come down. Wee, motherfucker.
Gas is closing in.
Good shots, good shots, good shots. I wonder how many kills he had.
We lost that one, but we'll get a W next time.
He must have the greatest headsets of all time. Oh. Disgusting. I'm just wondering how many kills he has. Someone. I wonder how many kills he had. I forgot his name though. Well, no, actually, I didn't forget his name. What's his name? Socials. What was that guy's name? I mean, what can I do with lag? You know what I mean? I can only do so much. This song is fire. Where is your name? Let's start with this. Yeah, here it is. Many kills did you 7? Is truth? I mean, he did win the game though. It might be him. Come on now, baby. I'm gonna pull a 24-hour stream because I can. next to mine. Come on, brother. I know you can type with your fingers. I was trying to make you mine. Cause you're extra fine. Man. Man, oh man. I wonder what the boy's at. Where's the boy doing right now? Steady call my phone. Without you.